broadcasting.
How are you?
Hey!
We ready right now!
All I know is this violates every canon of respectable broadcasting.
How are you?
Hey, who wants to help me get this recorder out of here? I need some muscle over here.
You're listening to Blame Your Brother.
All right, back once again. You are listening to Blame Your Brother, episode 24. Guys, how are you doing? Hopefully well. We have much to talk about this week, but before we get the show started, we'll introduce ourselves. There are three of us that come to you every week. I am 1/3 of that trio. I am David, a.k.a. D-Brew, a.k.a. Mr. 40%, a.k.a. the voice of the people, a.k.a. a new one this week, Kanye Kardashian, a.k.a. hashtag that man, a.k.a. Nick Nickum. I'm all those things and more. And I am joined by the man to the left, Mr. Happy Pants himself, Lee Bruin.
A.k.a. Loose Gasket, a.k.a. the Wild Man of Borneo 2.
A.k.a. Crack Screen.
A.k.a. Broken Phone.
Okay.
A.k.a. hashtag hates TSA.
Yep, apparently. All right. We'll get to that in a second. And I got to the man to the right of him, Mr. John Tortorella himself. What's going on, John?
Hey, I'm John, a.k.a. Tico, a.k.a. Mr. PTI. That's all I got. What's up, everybody?
A.k.a. the Madman.
The Madman.
They got John Tortorella, a madman. They do have a madman. Okay, he's a madman.
All right. So there goes three of us, and we are going to come to you. Great week this week in Blame Your Brother News. We got an official YouTube URL. So if you go to youtube.com/Blame Your Brother, it will take you straight to our YouTube page, and you can watch us stream the show live every Thursday at the YouTube page, youtube.com/Blame Your Brother. You can watch us record live on Thursday night starting at 8 p.m. Central Time. You can also go to bybpod.com, go check out our website. All kinds of great things there. You can buy T-shirts. T-shirts are hitting the web. You'll see those later in the show. Buy a T-shirt. Be cool. A couple designs will be coming out soon in the next couple weeks. I promise that. And look in the next 2 weeks for a big giveaway. I'm giving out some items since we hit our plateau on the YouTube page. Stay tuned to our YouTube channel for that. Tons of videos always get put up there. But also, hey, the podcast, that's what you're here for. Go to iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, TuneIn. Also, Radio Vegas rocks. Go to radiovegas.rocks. You can listen to us every Thursday around 3 p.m. Central Time, I think. But just go there and check out all their shows. They got a bunch of great shows you can listen to and enjoy. And make sure if you're going to buy anything through Amazon, use the link on our page at bybpod.com. It's on the right. You help out the show, get a kickback, doesn't cost you any extra, all the typical stuff. There you go. All right.
I would add to that, join us in the YouTube channel for the chat. We've already got people joining, so it's always a fun time.
Nice. All right. So we start off. I mean, I guess the purpose of the show is really to, as we come up to the apology part of the show, we like to keep it real on the show. Keep it real on the show. So we'll just start saying, does anyone wish to apologize for anything said on the show last week? That's the first caveat. Said on the show last week.
John,
anything you said that you felt was, I mean, your track record's pretty good for usually saying one crazy thing each episode.
I'm still ringing from the fact that I said Roseanne gotta go. I'm still hurting from that.
Okay.
I'm regretting that.
So John's referring to, he said he would
It was 2 weeks ago, but
he would get rid of Roseanne, the TV show, forever. All right. Lee, anything you wish to apologize? I mean, you've made some crazy statements about TSA.
I didn't really make crazy statements about TSA. I went back and I listened to it on repeat every day for the past month, okay? And I'm telling you right now, I feel like I was taken out of context. Did I say something that was maybe ill-timed? Okay, sure. I'm sure you have the clip. So if you want to play it, that's fine. But that wasn't the point, okay? Maybe I slipped my tongue. No offense to TSA agents.
All right, that's fine.
I did. I laughed at it. It was humorous. But
all right.
So I apologize to not only TSA agents everywhere, but yeah, that's it.
All right. Well, I don't apologize for anything. But anyway,
Obviously.
Moving on. So last week, after the show ended, after the recorded show ended, things got a little bit heated. I would say they got a little bit feisty. John, did you think the show was over last week? for good.
Well, it was for a brief period of time.
The way it is right now, yeah, I thought.
I thought the show was canceled.
Yeah.
For good, because me and Lee got into a little
fisticuffs.
I mean, we didn't get to fighting, but we definitely
you missed a great opportunity for a story there.
I think the story, and it's people don't understand when the mics go off. Sometimes the conversations get even crazier, and so
almost always,
but it's all good. I mean, we're still here.
I mean, it's not like the first time we've had a blowout, man. Come
on.
What
no BB guns were brought into the fray.
What?
I mean, just even going back to like when we were in the band, like there was times when the same thing happened.
So they said in the chat, who would win in a fight, me or Lee?
What kind of fight are we talking?
Like fight.
Like I think we would both get really tired really quickly and both collapse of a heart attack.
I mean, yeah.
So we would both lose.
At this age, I don't know how. I mean,
But it's me.
So John, who?
It's really just me.
I think it's me. John, who do you think would win in a fight, a real fight between me and Lee?
I say I would think Lee, and I'll tell you why.
Okay, go ahead.
I like that answer.
This is my lackey. I'm not used to these kind of answers.
Well, let him. Maybe he has an interesting excuse.
I think Lee, when he does get to that level, he's way more passionate. I think that if you were fighting Lee, the whole time you'd be fighting him. I think there'd be a level in a part of your brain that said, "This is my brother. What the heck am I doing?"
So I like the nice use of the word passionate. I don't know if that's the appropriate word. Maybe crazy. But that's a good point. I feel like that is probably a good point. I'll come at you like a squirrel monkey.
I'm going to take you. Yeah. What if we were in a gladiator pit, John, and only one of us could, like, life or death, and only one of us could leave the pit?
I mean, if I wasn't angry at you, it wouldn't. Like I don't.
That's a dumb. No, okay. Let me go.
So it's like the math. It's like this is the math, or what is that? What the
Gladiator?
No, what was that? A horror movie where they put him in the traps?
Oh, Saul. Man, honestly, I would let you kill me before I would.
Exactly.
Kill you.
That was what I was going to answer. That.
Let me tell you. Let me take you back in time. Someone said we should get some boxing gloves in the match. Let me tell you about our father, who I love talking about. My father. Well, my father, when I was about 8 years old or 9, and Lee was probably, I guess, 7. Bought me and Lee a pair of boxing gloves.
Yeah, dude, I was like 5 years old. Come on. I don't even remember this story. That's how young I was.
I think it was 7.
I literally do not remember this story.
What year did Prince's Purple Rain come out? 1984-ish?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. I mean, whatever year that was. So maybe you were 5. I don't know. I remember Purple Rain was out. And Dad brought home these boxing gloves. Okay. And he's like, you guys can box each other. Now, I've been told pretty much not to hit my brother because he's smaller. And I agree with that, at some point. And so we get these boxing gloves on, and I'm tagging Lee. Like, I mean, of course, Sam, I'm too.
You're beating up on a kid that doesn't even capable of remembering.
I'm not even justifying the beating.
Maybe there's a reason you don't remember it.
Right. So you're crying. You run to Dad. Now, my dad is much older, much bigger. He's not a midget.
I hope this story ends in you getting beat by our dad.
Oh, it does. So my dad says, "You think you're a tough man now?" And he goes, "Well, let me put on the boxing gloves." And he puts on the boxing gloves and proceeds to seriously box me with these gloves on. Like, hits me straight in the jaw, dude, with his boxing gloves.
It's boxing gloves, man. You're supposed to.
I fall down. I'm crying. And he's like, "Don't you ever hit your brother again." I'm like, what a life lesson to teach your children, dude. Like, box them into submission.
Well, you should be glad that it wasn't modern times and it was MMA. Because then he might have taken you down to the ground and like snapped your arm or something.
He might. I mean, I guess he thought he was a tough guy for beating up a freaking 7-year-old.
Well, you're just like your dad. Don't you understand? The story you're telling is about you beating up someone smaller. Did you not learn your lesson?
Well, on David's defense, your dad gave you guys the gloves and said, "Hey, now you guys can box."
John, first off, you can't believe any the story that it's coming out of his mouth.
Okay, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Crochet with? What are these for? What are you going to do with these boxing gloves?
I'm going to give John a point here. John had come up with one great saying that I do use a lot in life. And the question is, if you believe someone is lying, you always have to ask yourself, what does the person gain from this lie? And if you cannot come up with an answer, they're probably not lying. In that story, is there any positive aspect of me in that story? Is there any point where I look like I'm the freaking hero of the day? I admit I was beating up a 2-year-old. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying. It's factual. It happened. So anyway, Bailey says she could beat us both up probably. So who knows, you know. So anyways, there we go. Just to say, behind the scenes stuff, if we recorded some of that, it would be viral probably, but we're not going to do that. But
I think we should. We should.
Well, I was thinking about it.
Do a round robin
it
tournament.
started like with you just kind of, I thought you were joking around at first. And I was like, all right, he's just being kind of over the top. And I was about to set up the GoPro and start recording it. I wish I had it. But anyway, that's just some behind the scenes.
What's your point?
I mean, we're just passionate about the show, man. Fights happen, okay? So, all right, speaking of, let's just get into it, man. Let's get into it. Who's been beating up the media this week? It's your boy, Donald J. Trump, as I'm now calling him, DJ Trump. He's using he's doing the mixing boards on America. This is from his press conference the other day. We're just gonna listen to a snippet of this. This is great. Here we go. If it plays.
Since you're attacking us, can you give us a question? Mr. President-elect. Mr. President-elect, since you are attacking our news organization,
don't be rude.
Can you give us a chance? You are attacking our news organization.
terrible.
Can you give us a chance to ask a question, sir? Go ahead. Sir, can you state, Mr. President-elect, can you state categorically, Mr. President-elect, can you give us a question? You're attacking us. Can you give us a question?
Don't be rude.
Can you give us a question?
I'm not going to give you a question.
Can you state categorically?
You are fake news.
Sir,
Go ahead.
can you state categorically that nobody...
There we go. That's Donald Trump, soon to be president in about 8 days.
President-elect.
President-elect talking to a member of the CNN press in a press conference. His press conference, I guess. I mean, I don't even know what the press conference was for. I guess
It was a fake press conference. First off, you have to understand it was a fake press
What
conference.
was it there for? I thought it was there, but it was there. It was a schedule.
I'll tell
before.
you what it was.
Okay.
They scheduled it in order. Did you watch it? No, you didn't.
I watched some of it.
I watched it all, and here's what it was. It was
watched some
set
of it.
up. The whole point was to belay and mitigate damage against the company-run self-interest about how he was going to basically, give over a trust to his sons to run his companies.
Oh,
right?
yeah, that's
that was the
right.
whole point of it. But then they had to, damage control urine gate. So, that definitely was a very big part of it as well. I mean, he had a freaking. Did you not see the file folder sitting on the table?
It's actually they're calling it Watergate Part 2.
Whatever.
Sounds
It's always
better than urine gate.
It's always urine gate to me.
Watergate 2. Okay, so anyway, so that press conference happened. He basically said, also, I had to wish I had the clip where he goes, BuzzFeed, you garbage, you trash. It's like, run it down because BuzzFeed. So do we have to explain all this to people?
I don't think
they
that.
know?
Yeah, I mean,
You think-
so. There's a lot. So okay, there was a Intel document that's been around since. I think the first. I might be wrong about this date, but the first date of the Intel document goes all the way back to like June or July of 2016. Now the media received 12 pages of the document back in October. I believe it was October or November. I'm sorry, I don't know the exact details. But nobody leaked it at the time because it was completely unsubstantiated, right? It was literally, you had the potential of fake news. So there was a big deal about the Intel agency briefing Donald Trump, and Donald Trump kept kind of avoiding this briefing, this Intel. But they did. They finally sat down the president-elect. They gave him the same. It was a 2-page summary of this 24-page document. That was it was basically intel that was paid for by the Democratic Party, more or less. It was like a lobby group for the Democrats to dig up intel on the election or whatever. So that is kind of shady to begin with. And in it, basically, it says that Donald Trump might be in a dangerous blackmail territory because of videos taking of prostitutes golden showering.
But it
with
says
him.
more. That's the light
And
stuff.
yes, that's the
Go
distraction
back to
piece.
what-
The
yeah.
other thing is that Donald Trump's staff and the Kremlin have been in contact for 5 years.
Okay.
And running up to the lead off of the election, they
So-
traded intel.
Let's stop right there.
Okay.
So if you were to believe said report, which I believe this report is ultimately the most ridiculous report I've ever heard in my life. Like it's as ridiculous as people saying Obama wasn't a citizen of America. Okay, it's in the
Oh,
same.
you don't believe any of it?
Obama
any of the
Okay,
reports.
so to believe this, you believe this man who you watched him right now, who's basically going, you're trash, you're fired, you're not talking, you're nothing. You think this guy is so smooth? 5 years ago, he went to Russia and said, you know what we're going to do? We're going to take over America. It's going to be huge. I mean, he's been working. So you believe he's been working with the Russian government for 5 years to come in and become president? Then he is the smartest man that's literally ever walked the face of the United States.
Don't even say that, man.
If this
Don't
is
even
true,
say that out loud.
If this is true, and he has been in work with the Russian government to go in, knew that Hillary Clinton would have these emails, hacked the emails, release them, and knew he would win as president, we're screwed. This guy's got House of Cards has nothing on this guy. He's the ultimate puppet master of all time.
It could be.
That would be stupid in a movie. If you watch in a movie,
So you don't think that they might have a video on him though?
I don't think that Donald Trump is capable of wagging the dog.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, that's my whole point. Did he probably sleep with prostitutes? Probably. Who knows? Everybody says he's a germaphobe, so I don't know. That would kind of take away from the whole point of getting peed on by two
he
Russian.
admitted he was a germaphobe in the press conference. But okay, here's the thing: 4chan claimed
claimed ownership of it
at first. I think that's been debunked at this point, or no?
I don't think.
You think it's completely just bogus? All of it?
100%.
100%.
It was a smear job that wasn't even good enough to be credible to be smeared.
So why would because I heard not only is there a tape, there's multiple tapes, and this is coming from a CIA source.
No, a unconfirmed source.
No, this is a CIA source is claiming
who's unconfirmed.
There's multiple videos.
Who is this person?
In St. Petersburg and what's the
other
city?
I'm asking you,
I can't remember.
Who is this individual?
Is some reporter on NPR? I don't know.
Is he a reporter or is he CIA?
I mean,
he
dude.
had a CIA contact.
This is the
what
most.
He said. But yeah, I mean, it's just as instantiated as anything else.
It borders on just ridiculous. I mean, you can't even I can't even tell you why this is the most ridiculous story I've ever heard.
Well, you can try, right?
I just did. He's incapable of doing this. He is just not that guy. He would blow it. He would have told us about this 4.5 years ago.
I think. Yeah. I mean, if he was capable, if he has a reason to gloat or anything, he's going to.
He will. He's the most narcissistic person.
He said, "I have information that United States intelligence doesn't even have." The entire time during the campaign, he said that repeatedly over. He says, "I know more about what's going on than the intelligence community in America does."
Did he ever release any of this?
No, of course not.
Because he's a liar.
So he just made that up?
Of course, it's his MO.
But if he did have intelligence coming from, I mean, I'm not even saying there was a lot of intelligence, but if he had intelligence, would it not be Donald Trump to make a statement like that?
But you said 5 years ago.
Okay, 5 years ago could be complete crap. Obviously,
right, so,
the truth is probably somewhere in the middle. But in the news conference, he's sitting there talking about how he knows that there's these video cameras everywhere he goes.
No,
So in that very regard, it almost admits that he's been, I don't know.
No, but he's saying he assumes there's cameras everywhere. You should assume, dude, there's a camera on this computer right now. You've got yours taped up.
Of course I do.
Why do you have it taped up?
Because hackers can get in and
bingo, bango, Mr. Tango. There you go. So you're just as paranoid as the Trumpster is. You and the DJ are on the same level. You're a nobody.
No,
you're just
that's
some
not,
dude
that's
on a
not
podcast.
The point I'm trying to make at all, but whatever.
What do you
think?
think?
See. I hope it comes out. I hope you're wrong. I hope he does.
You hope. Hold on. I want to hear this. I want to clarify this. You hope that the president-elect is in sabotage, conspiracy, whatever the word is. He's been working closely with the Russian government to topple the United States by becoming president. You hope that's true.
I do. And I also hope he's really into golden showers. Because that would be awesome. Because here's the point. America should not have elected Donald Trump, period.
No, you can't say that.
They should not have elected Donald Trump.
You can't say that.
I'm saying it right now.
See, here's the thing.
I'm saying it right now.
Barack Obama gave us a speech, and he goes, I still believe that that this system works. Yeah, it does. You know how it worked? It voted against you. That's why. Yes, it does. It works. It's the people. You and Obama.
That guy ended his press conference with "You're fired."
You guys don't.
That was his tagline from a reality TV show on American network television.
Yeah, it's a
"You're fired."
I'm saying maybe he's going to bring back some lightheartedness to this country. Like everybody on the left is so serious about come on, guys. It's a catchphrase. You're fired. I mean, Bill Clinton did things beyond this that were actually confirmed.
Like what?
Monica Lewinsky, anyone? Are you familiar with that news story? Because it's kind of old. I mean, we could bring it up.
I mean, the thing is who can mention Bill Clinton's name and not think of the phrase, I didn't inhale?
That's true. So, I mean, this guy was at McDonald's, the jogging. I mean,
But here's the point. You're right. None of that stuff matters. But if it finds out that he's a Manchurian candidate or he's colluding with the Russians,
we're screwed.
Then to me, I don't know, man. I just think that, I mean, I know people disagree with me and people love Donald Trump, and that's great.
Who loves Donald Trump?
Well, I think Bailey does, for starters.
Okay, yeah, you're right. A majority of people in this country do like Donald Trump, and the left doesn't understand it. They're like, they dig into their left, foxholes, and it's the whole reason he got appointed in the first place. It's because the right
liberals?
is... Yes, because...
That doesn't make any sense, man. But okay, whatever. I don't care. I was going to give him a chance. I said I was going to give him a chance.
He's not even in office yet. How are you?
It's just been this. I mean, his appointments, his news. I actually watched the news.
Lee, I'm going to give you.
I actually watched the entire thing. It was It was a fake news conference. Half of it was a lawyer reading off a sheet of paper.
No, that was weird. But look at this.
And then when he was done, he goes, "She didn't do a very good job of explaining that."
So Sammy just said it's because that's what basically Sammy said. We just want what's different than what we had. Here's what you don't understand. Middle America does not like the. I'm not calling you said the upset you got last week because I'm not calling you leftist. I'm talking people like Lena Dunham and those that are so offended.
Nobody likes those people. They need
their safe spaces, and they're so dug into social media where all these millennials are going now to get their news. That's why it's a problem that BuzzFeed's coming out going, well, we never said this was a factual report. You put it out. Most people don't even understand what a substantial report is. They read it online. They probably didn't even read the story. They probably just read the headline, which is 140 characters. Went, Donald Trump likes prostitutes and he's working with the Russians.
I mean,
there is an obligation. We talked about there is an obligation by the media to report actual substantiated news.
It was substantial. You missed the entire point. Okay, I have three very important things.
No, it's not. They couldn't confirm
I have
any
three
of the stories.
very important things, if I can. First off, did you let me back up and just say, did you listen to the Barack Obama farewell speech?
A lot of it, yes.
Okay, now I would say there's a couple of things going on here. We have to be really careful about politicians, like you said. Sammy's saying it needs change.
Right.
Obviously, they're really good at influencing people. And if you watch the Barack Obama farewell speech, it's very political. It's very stiff. He delivered a message that was very tempered and planned. It was a really good message. And in that, he even said, you have to be really careful right now because these media sources, they're pandering to people. And you have to make sure you don't go to the media source that panders to you, which is what you're talking about, right? But you're taking it a little too far, I think. But I think it's very important that people that like conservatives don't go to conservative news only, and liberals don't go to liberal news sources.
But Lee, that's how that's what they do.
But that's the biggest problem. It's not that the fake news, and here's
why
it's not.
When's the last time you? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask you.
Can I just?
When's the last? Well, I'm gonna go to your point. You just made a point. Let me come back to your point.
I just have one very important point left.
Okay, go ahead.
It's not this thing coming out is not fake news because they listen to me. They had it in October, and every major media source
did
not report it. Did not report it until it was briefed, until it became in the news because he was receiving an intelligence briefing about it. Then that is when they reported it.
There's a clip online of the BuzzFeed guy going, you know what? We can't really corroborate this.
BuzzFeed is not even BuzzFeed. As soon as they got it, maybe. They leaked it. But every major network, BBC, CNN, all those people had it since October. They did not report it, and they did not report it.
Right, so what does that tell you?
Listen, until it became news.
No, they didn't.
Then it was important to...
They did not report it until BuzzFeed released it. Go read. That's factual.
They reported it because it was major news that he was getting debriefed, and it got leaked. And it was very important at that point that America know what was in it.
He should sue. Honestly, I mean, he will not do it.
He should sue.
But someone should sue BuzzFeed
No,
for this.
that's what's...
Lee. Hulk Hogan sued
That doesn't make
Gawker.
it right.
Did Hulk Hogan win his lawsuit?
That was a setup job, by the way.
Did Hulk Hogan win his lawsuit?
He won his lawsuit.
For a
He
defamation
did,
of
but it was
character.
a setup.
He put Gawker...
Him and the guy that was angry at each other were buddies right after that. You know why? Because they had millions of dollars from that
put
lawsuit.
Gawker out of business for the, privacy and not... You can't report news without fact checking, without going to sources, without approving things. It's not. I know people don't understand the news because they just turn on TV and they're just like, these guys actually.
Did you read the document?
Some of it, yes.
Okay, I read the entire document.
You read all 500
I read
pages.
as soon as it was released, I posted it to Twitter and I read every single line of it. I mean, you're
John,
right.
Wait, hold on. I'm going to ask John. You believe his man read 500 pages of his document?
It's not 500 pages.
It is like 500
What I
pages.
had wasn't 500
What
pages.
did you? How many
It's like a
pages?
24-page document.
Oh, my friend.
I posted it directly to Twitter.
Brother, you didn't have the full document.
I must not have. You're right. I didn't read 500 pages
I
of
don't
it.
think he read 24.
Well, okay, you're calling me a liar. I disagree. I read it. I posted it directly to Twitter, and what did I put? I said,
35
here's
pages.
for people that who want the source instead of the speculation.
But, I mean, look at this website.
It's a 35-page report.
We got to look at this website. I mean, you talked about fake news and louderwithcrowder.com. I mean, this website looks even worse. The guy that's reporting it, his name is literally Tyler Durden, breaking you the news about the Trump.
But that is the document, probably. I don't think he edited it any, but maybe he did. Maybe he did.
So anyway, all right.
That's what I'm saying. You didn't even read the document.
No, I did read it.
You read some of it.
No, I didn't read all of it.
Just like
You're
reading
right.
the headlines.
Right. So
anyway, whatever.
All right.
He's president.
Not yet.
The hope is that, yes, they find some kind of insider emulsion or something, and then they impeach him. That's what I hope.
Well, I hope that doesn't happen because I think that would be bad for the country. And
Because
then
you're fired. Donald Trump, you're fired.
Well, he'll quit before he gets fired. No sitting president
I
has
hope
been
it's-
impeached since when?
Andrew Johnson.
Bill
Andrew
Clinton got
Johnson.
impeached,
Well, but
didn't
he
he?
didn't. No, I mean officially impeached. Like even Richard Nixon resigned before he actually got impeached. So, but I want to say about Obama's speech. I call that a fairy dust speech. It's good to sit in there and go, yeah, I figured we'd be in post-racial America. I figured we'd all be holding hands. I believe in democracy. Like who? Are there people that don't believe in democracy? Like, can you bring them up to the stage?
Yes, there are. There's
here's
lots
what I
of
say
people.
about Obama. I mean, I think the guy was he presidential, as people like to use the word presidential. I mean, yes, he was. He's a smooth talker. I think at the end of the day, I think he did mean well. I don't think at the end of the day, they're probably going to destroy most of what he put into office. So I don't know what his legacy is going to be. It's going to probably be, more than anything, the first black president. I mean, that's what you say about it.
They're
It's like if
already claiming the jobs. Like, obviously, Donald Trump is claiming, I've already made jobs in America.
Right.
He's not even president yet. Who do you think really made those jobs?
I think people make the jobs. Well, you're asking. You just asked. Did you ask? You said, "Who do you think made the jobs?"
Don't ever claim that Donald Trump made a job, then, because it's the people.
Have you heard me say anyone?
Just bring that back. We'll record it.
Right.
This is episode 24.
But so anyway, we go back to another story.
Fairy dust.
Meryl Streep attacking Donald Trump. Now, I don't really care because here's what I say about that. But this is anti-Donald Trump. I'm about to come around here. Meryl Streep gave a speech at the Golden Globes, and she attacked him without mentioning by name. Because be brave enough to mention the guy's name. Stop being a coward and hide.
Oh, you don't have. That's
But anyway,
not the point. You don't have to mention.
That's
people's
a sidebar.
name. Everybody knows
when
who
you're blatantly
talking
talking about someone. Just come out and say it. I mean,
no, you don't have. You
anyways,
don't necessarily have to.
You know what? She has the right to do that. And in that room, everybody loved it. There wasn't anyone in that room probably that.
You know what? I didn't watch that, and I don't care.
But
who cares?
But here's the funny thing: Donald Trump gets on Twitter and responds to this comments. He's got to stop doing that.
That he does.
Like,
I
what are you doing? Someone.
This is why I don't think that Trump is capable of all those
Right.
things.
All right, that's
someone
just
take the man's Twitter account
But
away
that's
from
not
him.
going to change who he is as a person. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're seeing the symptoms, and instead of like
I know he's gonna be
treating the
nuts.
problem, you're just like, well, let's just take away his Twitter,
But
and
it's
then
like
it'll
asking
be all right.
who did Trump, Bush? I mean, who do you think Bush was running the country? You think Cheney was more doing it? Pence is going to be running most of it, man. Donald Trump needs to get off Twitter, like Tony Kornheiser says.
Kids, don't go on Twitter.
Trump, you need to follow said advice. Seriously, I'm not even joking anymore. Take this man's Twitter account away. I need a hacker.
They're taking our freedom.
I need a hacker to hack his account, give it to us, and we'll run it for the next 4 years.
He will throw you in prison.
Lee would claim misogyny. What else do you say about our tweets? Misogynistic tweets. What else does he say, John?
Racist
tweets. And no, I've learned this week.
Mostly misogynistic.
I've learned this week. No more Clay Travis tweets. I can no longer retweet any. You kind of made a hint. So if you followed our Twitter page,
wait, isn't Clay Travis a sports?
Not anymore.
Isn't Outkick the Coverage a sports show?
No, it's more than that. It's a sports show and a pop culture show and a political show.
I don't have a problem with Clay Travis.
I think you do.
But if he says something that's racially inflammatory, I'm going to have a problem with it. And I think more people need to.
I mean,
shut up. Talk about football.
But that's why his show's popular, because he talks more than just football.
Yeah, he talks about racism. He's really getting into the undercurrents of America.
The sports medium has changed. It's no longer about sports. You look at the best sports shows, and they talk about more than just.
Well, when the players themselves are bringing race into the issue.
LeBron James.
Colin
Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick, yeah. I mean, LeBron James is calling out Trump, saying he's like the worst guy, refuse to stay at your hotels. You know, he's bad for this country. When athletes get political, then yeah, the guys covering the sport, they can get political.
Okay,
too.
that's fine. But the issue that I'm talking about had nothing to do with sports.
What were you talking about?
The kid getting scalped.
I don't forget the story.
That's what Clay Travis was talking about.
Oh,
he was flipping racism around for white racism for the kid
in
beat.
Chicago. Here's what's crazy. I'd already forgot that story happened.
But that's the whole point of that was the issue I had with Clay Travis.
Like, back was like, when was this? Was this like in the 1800s of American history?
Listen, if Clay Travis wants to post some kind of inflammatory statement about LeBron James or Colin Kaepernick, that at least makes some sense.
Well, I think
but if he's just trying to stoke the flames of an alt-right American Democratic underbelly, then that's disgusting.
Well, I've listened to many people. I listen to a guy on YouTube who is, I've checked, is pretty fair down the middle. I can't remember his name. Jeez, that's so terrible.
You better look that up.
I'll look it up. But anyway, he talked about it, and he said the same thing. I mean,
what did he say? He said we need to flip this around to a white perspective.
Philip DeFranco just said, what would happen if it was reversed? Would the media cover? I think it's fair to ask these questions. I don't know why it's racist to ask a question. Now, if you sit around and make it, it's any question is fair to have an open conversation about something.
Yes, but it's about context and intent.
So the question was that obviously upset you to some degree last week was, do you think, I mean, we should have framed it like this. Do you think the media, and I would say, I mean, not Fox, so I would be talking about mainstream media. Do you think they sometimes buy into race when they're delivering stories to the public? Do you not think there's an incentive for them to get people upset about a situation where more people will watch the news? For instance, in Ferguson, the riots happened, every news station was covering it because they knew people were going to watch it, and it gets them ratings, which is, at the end of the day, what really is a news company. Yes, the reporters may be there for the news, but the person that owns it is there for what? The money. And what gets them money? Commercials. And what gets people watching commercials?
Okay, well, you know my opinion on commercials, but maybe that's something
They're not
we
allowed
can
to be funny.
Maybe that's something. Well, they are allowed, but it's
commercials should be not funny, guys.
So maybe the problem is we do need to clean up the media.
Can you bring up the monkey from the Geico commercial with Tarzan? This is my favorite.
No, I don't want to.
No. Can you just find it? Yes, please.
No,
this monkey is my
I don't think I've seen this one.
It is my favorite. That monkey,
so
the monkey's
dumb
face. Every time it comes on, I laugh.
You're such a sheep.
I look at my wife and I go. I look at my wife and I go. This monkey, I want this.
Is this
monkey.
what you're talking about?
Look at this. I want you to freeze frame it on the monkey.
Oh, this.
It doesn't matter. They can. Okay, here we go. All right, so we're watching right now on YouTube, and it's Tarzan. Okay, get the monkey right now. Stop it. Yeah, that's it. Please get this. Can you screenshot this picture right here? Monkey. Please get this right here.
Can you not just do this in your own time?
No, I want this right here.
No, I can't. It's on another
What's
computer.
it? Okay, I'll get it right. Okay, I'm gonna screenshot that later. That monkey is everything I want to be in life. Like, so the commercial setup is Tarzan and Jane, or it's probably a misogynistic commercial toward guys. So they're in the jungle, swinging through the forest, and Tarzan is lost, and he won't stop and ask for directions. Now, who is that stereotype against? Anyways, and so Jane looks at this monkey, and she goes, "We're lost. Can you give us directions?" And they pan like this little monkey, and he's just like, and he's just like doesn't want to be in the commercial. Obviously, he looks like
want to get into this.
He looks like the saddest monkey that's ever lived, and I love that. I want that monkey. Like I want that pet monkey in my life. Like you're right. Dogs, cats, they could go. If I had that pet monkey, I would be the biggest pet person in America. I would burn every Michael Vick jersey I have. I would hate all anti-pet people. That monkey could make me become
You
the
just
pet
made
person.
me play a Geico commercial. I hate
Right.
you.
So anyways, so we got exactly point done. I played you like Trump played America, baby.
I don't appreciate
I set that up
sir.
for everyone walking in the door. But if we get back to media, what is the media's goal? I guess that's kind of what.
I still don't understand
know
the
what I'm saying?
connection between that video and what we were talking about.
There is none.
Well, we talked about no funny commercials, and I laugh at that commercial every time. I just think of that monkey, and he makes me happy. Like he honestly brings joy.
It makes you want to save 15%.
Bailey literally just tweeted that out. If you go to our Twitter, twitter.com/BYBpod, she literally just tweeted out that and says, "That monkey makes me happy." Bailey, thank you so much for that. That's going to be something. I mean,
That's going to be something.
I need that to be a shirt. That monkey makes me happy. What animal makes you happy? Like, is there squirrels? Honestly,
That's my totem animal for sure.
John, is there an animal that just makes you happy? Like,
I like dolphins.
oh, there you go.
Wow, that is not the answer I thought he was going to say.
What do you think he was going to say?
When I think of people that say dolphin, I think of like like spring break. What's the beach?
Like Panama City.
Panama City and like tramp stamps or something.
Oh wow. Well, he does like Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, that's cool. There's nothing wrong with
He likes
dolphins.
Comic Sans font. Comic Sans font. John, do you like the Comic Sans font?
Why are you trying to run down John?
No, he owns it. I'm not running him down. He openly
Just because he
admits-
doesn't know it doesn't mean you're not.
I think John is unabashedly just likes things. Like if you
I think why would I stop liking things because other people think it's lame or
well,
stupid?
I think you don't like Comic Sans because it's an ugly font. I think you don't like Big Bang because it's not funny, and I think you don't like which band did you say you liked?
Matchbox 20.
Oh well, I kind of like Matchbox 20.
Well, what's the other one?
There was some band he liked, and I was like, "You like that band?" Anyway,
Nickelback.
But anyways, so John
Walk the Moon.
Dance the Moon, Walk the Moon.
Walk the Moon.
So anyways, John is just John just likes what he likes. Like he likes a dolphin. That's his favorite animal. If I could live in a monkey sanctuary, I think that would be the best ever. Don't you just look at the monkey?
You do live in a monkey sanctuary, man. Don't you realize that?
Look at the monkey, man, in that commercial. That thing could be president of this country. I said, I would literally.
He was a little bit more orange.
I literally would have voted for that monkey.
If he was just a little bit
zoom
more
in on that
orange.
face.
You
I
should have wrote that in. Geico monkey.
I want that as our wallpaper. That should be behind us for the entire show. Like there should be nothing else but that. Literally that monkey behind us. Our ratings would go up 3,000%.
I'm not sure about that.
Change the name of the show to Blame Your Sapien.
I mean, look at him. You don't love that
You're
little guy?
overreacting slightly.
You can ask my wife. If you call her up right now, I wish we could call her up on the show and just go.
That's
what?
a lame wish.
I mean, we could call her up and go.
That's why it's a lame wish.
We should call her up. I think we should call her up and say, what animal?
If you're gonna wish for something, go big.
Let's not do that. We know what she would say. You just told us. We don't need to.
No,
call
we
her.
don't know.
Yes, we do.
We don't know.
We do know exactly what you say because you probably
Because you
go
have
around your
nothing
house.
to gain from this lie.
He probably goes around his house 24 hours a day going, "Look at this monkey! Oh my God, it makes me so happy."
It does make me happy. Okay. Anyway, moving on to somehow we're talking about monkeys.
talk.
Oh yeah, racist news. Whatever. We're moving past that. Let's talk about now.
Please disable ad
A
blocker.
buddy of ours is named Ender Bowen. It's not his real name, but that's his stage name. And he loves the band U2.
Wait, that's not his real name.
Not just a little bit. I mean, he loves it.
He wants to be U2. Right?
He's got Bono like sheets on his bed.
Okay.
That might be uncorroborated.
All right.
That is not the fake news.
What do they call those Japanese body pillows with anime characters on it? You know what I'm talking about?
I do know what you're talking about. I don't know
Maybe
what they're called, though.
Does he have a Bono body pillow?
He does have a Bono
It would
pillow.
not surprise me.
Like, he went as Halloween to Bono, and I was just like, yo, where'd you get all the stuff at? He's like, what stuff? This is what I wear, like, every day. I was like, okay, well, there you go. That's the thing right there.
Who else can we run down right now? Go.
I mean, he once again. It's not
technically we did not use his real name.
If we're
Okay, John said that he had Bono sheets.
go follow him.
I said that he had a Bono body pillow.
Go follow him on Twitter at Ender Bowen. You'll see. We tagged him in a couple posts. You'll appreciate it. All right, U2 delayed new album because of Donald Trump's victory. And we're going to get through this real quick because we got more important stories to get to for the end of the show, namely robots. You know how much I hate them. U2 has chosen to delay the release of their new album, Songs of Experience, because of Donald Trump's election victory.
Can you just give us what's the reason?
The election happened. Suddenly the world changed. The guitarist Ed said, hold on a second. We've got to give ourselves a moment to think about this record and how it relates to what's going on in the world. It's unclear when the new album was coming out. They've written it, but they think the climate of America
Get to the point. You're just reading the
Do
article.
you believe this is even factual? Does U2 care enough being millionaires that Donald Trump's president?
Yes,
Are they even
of course
American
they do.
citizens?
Dude, they've always been very forward with their clauses.
I
They
think
had that whole red thing with the, what was it, AIDS? Was that what it was? Yeah, they've always been very political and very...
My notebook right here is the red based on AIDS. I mean,
well,
it's fine to
that's the
support
U2
AIDS.
thing.
So anyway,
but that's what I'm saying. Like, U2's always been very political.
There was a documentary with Edge, Jack White, and Jimmy Page in it. And the Edge come across as just the biggest joker of all time. He's like, I go out on the beach every morning and I play my guitar. I'm like, you take your guitar down to the beach in the sand, bring an amp with you.
What is wrong
an
with
extension
that?
cord that's 500 feet long, and you play your guitar because you play through 800 pedals. Dude, give me a break.
He's a millionaire. He probably has a permanent
He's
pedal down on the beach.
He's a joke. This band's a joke.
Wait, he's a joke because he plays guitar on the beach.
Yes.
That sounds pretty cool to me.
Well, then you win the John Award because that's lame and it's not cool.
Wait. Why are we going to call it the John
Playing
Award?
guitar on the beach is lame? No. Seriously, playing guitar on the beach is lame.
Your new spirit,
That's your statement.
Your new spirit animal is the dolphin. All right. So anyway,
let me just make sure that I've got this right.
Yes.
Playing guitar on the beach is lame.
Yes. You talking about it on camera with music playing under you is lame. Yes.
All right.
I come out here and it's like a religion, man. There's a documentary about the blues, and Bono starts it off, and it just makes you want to turn it off. It's just like the mud of the Mississippi. I'm like, just get to the freaking story. Oh,
that actually sounds kind of cool. And I don't even like U2 that much since Joshua Tree, but okay. Anyway, let's move past U2. They're playing at Bonnaroo.
Yeah,
give them a shout out.
Oh yeah, you excited about Bonnaroo with U2 playing? You excited about it?
I've never been to Bonnaroo, so how am I going to get excited about Bonnaroo?
Then we're going this year. Let's go.
Are we?
We'll record live. John, are you excited about Bonnaroo and U2?
Not really.
Thank you. All right. So, anyways, U2.
I did see a few bands on there that looked kind of cool.
Here we go. Lee, do you like the Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Yes.
John, do you like the Red Hot Chili Peppers?
I can take them or leave them.
Worst band. Worst band.
Oh, really?
One of the worst bands.
I didn't see that coming.
You know why that band's terrible? Because of Anthony Kiedis. I mean, my God, man. This guy is the worst guy. Like, look at some of his lyrics. Like, they make me laugh. That's why I sing them. I don't sing them because they're just so dumb. He just rhymes like, I'm going to get up on the couch now, and I'm watching TV in the...
Didn't rhyme.
I mean, I don't even know. I mean, like I said, it's that bad. So yeah, so let's see, U2.
That's a really good impersonation.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I like it was just like mine.
Red Hot Chili Peppers, The Weeknd, Chance the Rapper. I'd love to see The Weeknd, and that's really about it, dude. There's no one else.
I would like to see Lorde. I like that one song.
Actually, I like Lorde's.
Cage the Elephant. That's pretty good.
Oh, they're a John band. Tegan and Sarah's pretty good.
Chance the Rapper. That's pretty
John,
good.
do you like Cage the Elephant?
I like some of their songs, yeah.
I told you they're a John band. All right, Tegan and Sarah's awesome. We saw Tegan and Sarah.
Yeah.
I like Tegan. I like Tegan and Sarah.
I could care less. I have a friend that really likes Yellow Claw, but I wouldn't want to see him.
Never heard of him. Who wants to go to Bonnaroo with us? We'll spend all 3 days in podcast just the whole time. Only thing is tickets are like $400, so we're not going. All right.
We could try to sneak in or something.
We could ask for press pass, I guess. All right. Oh my God. Tickets are $300.
Well, that's 4 days. No one's going to go for 4 days.
How much is 1 day? 1 day. Go down to 1 day sold out, baby.
Yeah, that's the way it looks like.
So only thing you can buy on the website is a $324 ticket. Well, I'll tell you what.
What is a GA ticket?
General admission. If the fans come together and they raise,
expensive.
Let's see. So
$1,000 basically.
If you raise us $1,000, we'll go to
No,
Bonnaroo.
That ticket's $554. The general admission.
Yeah. No, we need that top one.
What's
Tier
the
3.
What's the difference
Well,
between the two?
that's a Nashville package, a Nashville shuttle package on the.
Oh, they
$500.
take you all the way from
they
Nashville.
Take you them there.
Well, we should probably get that one then, because we're not going to want to be down in the grass with the
That's
history.
an extra $500.
Yeah, that's an extra $200 on a ticket. I think I can drive up there for $200.
But I don't know about you guys.
All right. So anyway, this Bonnaroo stinks. So who cares?
We could do the VIP.
Sammy said a Nashville Bike Week and Kiss is coming. We should go to that. We're going to try to get out to more stuff this year for sure. I want to do that. But anyway, okay, get Bonnaroo stinks. Who cares?
Look, we could platinum, dude. That's
Platinum.
$5,000. It's only sold in pairs, too.
Of course it is. That's so weird. All right, let's get to robots. Robots. I am a robot. Robots will destroy our jobs, and we're not ready for it. Now, this is off The Guardian.
I'm ready for it.
Do you respect this as a news source?
Sure.
Of course you do. Okay, let's zoom that in a little bit where I can actually read it. Look at this guy. Okay, so if you're looking on YouTube right now, look at this guy. He's as cute as the monkey.
We'll describe it for our.
He's like a robot. He's got his hands up like this.
Very
He's got
shiny
big
white
eyes.
plastic.
Hello, I am your friend. Please come
Articulated
sit
fingers.
down and let me do your job. All right, let's read what's actually going to happen with this guy because he's going to be covered in blood at the end of the day. The McDonald's on the corner of 3rd Avenue and 58th Street in New York. Why is there a picture of Trump there?
I don't know. Oh, it's a call out for another news.
The McDonald's on the corner of 3rd Avenue and 58th Street doesn't look all that different from any of the fast food chains across the country. However, inside, hungry patrons are welcomed not by a cashier, but by a create-your-own-taste kiosk, an automated touchscreen that allows customers to create their own burgers without interacting with another human being, which actually is pretty good idea. It's impossible to say exactly how many jobs have been lost by the deployment of the automated kiosk. McDonald's has been blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, blah,
Once
blah,
confined
blah.
to the page, look, I'm just going to give you, here's
just
my
give us
commentary. The robots.
All right, you need to take a step.
This here, right here. The robots are coming for this country. And I'm going to tell you what, you guys are laughing right now. You're sitting in your little houses. You're surrounded by all your smart devices. But I'm going to tell you, you need to check out these 3 films that you've never probably heard of before.
All right, film number
Terminator, T2, T3. Watch those movies. See how they end. If you want to get really crazy, go to Terminator Genesis. You really want to get crazy? Watch the last one. It was
What
terrible.
about the whole movie series,
It was terrible.
TV shows?
Watch all of Terminator.
Hey, did you know that Arnold Schwarzenegger will be the next president of the United States?
Hey,
of
John,
America?
what happens at the end of Terminator? At the end of the 3rd one, what happens? Oh, I got another movie if you don't know that one. What happens in The Matrix? Can you tell me what happens in The Matrix?
Can I make a point here?
Yeah, go ahead.
This podcast has never been at a lower point than you comparing fictional movies to reality. Okay,
who's this guy? Who's the guy in a wheelchair who goes, I am so smart? What's the guy's name?
Stephen Hawking.
Stephen Hawking. Why don't you Google search what Stephen Hawking believes will happen?
He doesn't believe that you need to go watch the Terminator series
why this is a
to
problem?
see what reality is.
You know what this guy's a problem? He's literally rolling around with a robot, and he knows the robots are going to take over. That's how scary that is. Man, he's so self-aware.
How are you going to lead off with fake news and then say something so sensationally?
Lee, it says here, people will lose their jobs because of robots. I mean, do you not believe this is factual?
Yes, I believe people will lose their jobs to robots. I actually have friends that have lost.
The first step.
Listen. I have friends that have lost their jobs to software already.
You know another movie you can watch? AI. Go watch that one with Will Smith.
What is that?
You know what happens in that
That's
one?
not even AI.
That's not AI.
Whatever
That's
the crap.
iRobot.
iRobot, AI. It's the
talking
same
about.
movie with
Get
the
this
freaking
guy
little
off.
kid. There's so many movies that are preaching to us what's actually going to happen. And you idiots, to quote Lee, you idiots, you sit around, you don't believe anything they're telling us. And it's going to be a systematic fail. I won't be here. I'll be dead. So
you know what the robot's going to tell you? You're fired.
You know another.
You're fired.
Yeah. You know another movie you can go watch? Blade Runner. Go watch that one, and go watch the sequel coming out with Ryan Gosling this year because he's the best actor in America.
What if Trump is a robot?
Could be.
Could be.
Could be from the future.
It all is
I don't
making
think
sense
he's a
now.
robot. I think a robot would be smarter.
Shots
Well, maybe he's like a
fired.
first gen robot.
That's
they're like, get this guy out of here. He's got to go to the past. And
like speak and spell.
Bailey says drones are taking her jobs. I believe.
We don't. What is her job? Do we know what her job is?
What is your job,
Yeah,
Bailey?
tell us what your job
Tell
is.
us in the chat. Okay.
So what if you went to McDonald's? Like, what if every McDonald's you went to, every employee was DJ Trump?
Well, here's the problem. No, I'm going to tell you. Here's the problem systematically. As much as I preach against robots doing these jobs, I would love it if I'd never had to deal with another person at any retail shop
listen
ever
to this
again.
guy.
So I'm actually the ultimate paradox because I do want the robots to take over and just serve me. Actually,
Don't you order stuff on Amazon now?
All the
Isn't it
time.
pretty much like that
Yes.
already? So
And when I go to Kmart, when I go to Publix,
You go to Kmart?
self checkout Kroger, self checkout every time, dude. I don't want to look at people. Don't look at me. Don't give me how's your day. I don't care about you, okay? You don't care about me. Let's just check it and keep it real. I'm going over to the robot that's scanning my stuff for me, and I'm out of here. See you later. Don't you hate self-checkout too when you got someone up there and they obviously do not know what they're doing? You have a right as a citizen to take your butt over to the normal people line, as to quote Lee. A TSA type person needs to go over and deal with the people. Okay, the smart people need to go self-checkout. Okay, that should be rule number 1 in America.
Smart people self-checkout. Dumb people get the human help.
I said TSA people. You said that. Anyway, so that's what we would say here. That should be a rule. That should be
do we like
major key
do
alert.
we tattoo people that are dumb on their?
Here's
like
what
a
I would say.
star-bellied
If you really
steak
want
or
it,
something.
we could neck tattoo all the dumb people.
What's the
or
baseline?
quote unquote,
Like what's the IQ test?
to quote Lee, TSA people.
What's the IQ? What's the IQ level for the neck tattoo?
We'd have to figure it out.
And do we do TSA on their neck?
I mean, we're all pretty smart guys.
I don't know.
So
I was going to make you take an IQ test, and if you failed, you have to go get a neck.
I took
you
one.
have to go get a neck
I
tattoo.
took one before I did. 150. Is that high?
No, that's extremely low.
Actually, that is high, and I lied, and I didn't even take one. So anyway,
surprise.
Okay. So anyways,
Gotcha.
so you don't believe there's a day where robots will take away jobs and kill us?
Okay, they're not that advanced yet, but yeah, they're going to take jobs. They've been taking jobs for years. Software. It's not artificial intelligence. It's no software has awakened yet. But did you see where they had the Android? Did you see where they had the Android voices talking to each other?
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was weird. Alexa and
No, it was just two Google.
Oh, I thought
bots.
Alexa was like talking to another like smartphone too. They just did.
Maybe they did that, but did you see also where they put it on the news? They were like, Alexis, order the CD, and like everyone that was watching the news, the bot ordered the CD automatically or whatever. Like thousands of people.
No, I didn't. But
could be fake news. We don't know.
Well, watch Star Wars and see what happens when the Sith took over.
What is your deal?
Systematic Override 86 or whatever it was called. You Star Wars nerds.
Did you get like a worm that's eating your brain?
Here, I like
a
when the
robot
Star Wars
worm?
people go, I listened to your review and you didn't go into canon on episode 4 of the season of the
You
6
like that?
drones, blah, blah, blah. Well,
What
tell
is-
us.
I think you need to get off the monster.
I think
dude.
I'm on point today. I think
don't-
Trump is awake. This is Trump's America
He's on
we're living in.
something.
This is Trump's America we're on. And if you don't think people are scared of robots and they're just, I'm telling you, man, Westworld's another show about robots taking over, is it not?
It is.
Okay, well, so I'm crazy.
Oh no, you'll have to tune in to see. Okay, I think we need to go ahead and
What do
talk
we-
about the keys. We already mentioned it once.
All right, so what are the keys? I think Sammy believes the keys should be just what I said.
Well, do we have any?
Only-
do we have
only-
any
only-
royalty-free music?
Only smart people. Yeah,
Today?
I do have. Only smart people can use the self-checkout lines. Okay, where is this? I hope this is free music. It says on here free music, so we'll see.
Okay, whoa, my whole brown note.
All right, man. So long as it's like 3 minutes. So
Are we gonna sit here for 3 minutes?
no, we're gonna
dance?
talk about it. We
I
got
got the keys. Keys.
Okay, so we got the keys.
Keys.
All right. So
All
what?
right. Well, last week's key sucked. Okay.
Yeah, it was called. It should be. You should have just. You know what the key should have been last week? Honestly, this should be the key from last week.
That's the dumb. What is you? What? Did you take something? Because you were completely. Can you not do that, please?
That's like my own remix. I'm
Can
remixing.
you please not?
I'm remixing.
Can you please just not ever play that again?
No, I will play it every week now. This is my favorite clip to play.
Can you please
People loved
not?
it. People loved it. People
No,
messaged
they-
me. Oh, they
no.
did. I'm telling you. People messaged me
No,
during the
they
week
didn't.
and tell me what they like.
You have not said something that's true for the past hour, I don't think.
Oh,
so.
I've only preached truth. People love
Okay.
me in the YouTube.
Anyway.
They're coming around. All right.
Last week's key that you were in charge of was
No, I'm not in charge of them ever.
dog poop.
You guys.
Yes,
are-
that
are
was
in
it.
charge
Was
of
we said no, and you said put it in there.
Yeah,
So
because we
did.
had nothing because you were ready to break your phone and storm off the
It was
show.
poop.
So how about the key is, I don't know. We had nothing last week. Don't be a race baiter. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say.
All right. What do you got this week?
John, what you got?
I thought you had something.
Oh, I said, yeah. It's about the self-checkout line.
If you're smart, use the...
Only smart people can use self-checkout lines.
That's not really a key, though.
Oh, it's a major key.
It's not really a key. I would say, if you want to go in that direction, that's fine. But maybe say something like, if you're smart, you should use the self-checkout.
That's what I just said.
No, you said smart people
Oh,
only.
okay. Well, you're my ghostwriter. Write it in major key language.
I don't think it's... Okay.
I think do not use stub. Big stub should be...
I thought that was the...
That is. I think it's a great major key. He hates it. He hates the major. If you're listening,
you thought that was good?
If you're listening for the first time,
it was better than what we had.
Said you guys need major key shirts with one of your major keys on the back. That's a good idea. That's good. Might put Bailey in charge of marketing. If you're smart, use the self-checkout.
Well, there it is. It's up on the screen.
Our major keys are basically when we give you life advice, and we're up to how many? 17 of them. 24 minus 7, 17. So we will somehow get those put up on the website, right?
Well, I think we're going to go back and come up with keys for the first couple at some point.
All right. So, but at some point, this will be available on the website, bybpod.com. With this graphic.
You're the only one that can do that.
So. No, you could send it to me. I could. All right. So, anything else we missed? We'll talk about Johnny Manziel during the...
on Twitter.
During the hashtag Blame Your Selfie. So, let's go ahead and get to that then. Every week, we look at this awesome graphic. This is... Lee designed this. It's pretty awesome. It's all of our past selfies. So, if you want to join our team, I'm sure some people are left off, but
I think
those are the major players, right? Those are our... That's
right.
I
think some people don't get the hashtag right, or they use a different media service.
I mean, what I would look at, I'm basically Donald Trump up there in the left, and this is my staff. This is the people around me.
What did you take, and why are you not sharing?
I think it's true. I mean, there's only one guy in there who looks like presidential. He's the guy drinking the coffee.
I don't know. I think the guy in the bow tie looks...
I think he looks like the servant of the guy. It's presidential.
Wow. Slave.
Did I say slave? I said manservant, like a butler. All right, anyways, that's a great graphic, though. Every week, we encourage you during the week to upload. God, that's 1995. I had Prodigy. Take a selfie, post it on our Twitter at BYBPod, and use the hashtag Blame Your Selfie, and then we mention you on the show. So we go through and we give a shout out to all the people that took selfies during the week, and we have quite a few this week. I'm very proud of you guys. Did great. So, okay, here you go. And Beta says we better go see 50 Shades of Grey. We'll talk about that later. All right, here we go. Is this the first one?
This is the first one.
No, it's not.
She was the first selfie today.
No, not today. It's for the whole week. Katie did one. That's the first one.
Is it? I thought we talked about that last week.
No, she just got the shirt after the show. John was the last one for last week. All right, here we go. Blame Your Selfie. Did you want to do some of the heavy lifting this week?
No, go for it. You're on a roll. Evidently.
Kanye Kardashian reporting for duty. All right, this is Katie, and she says at us, hashtag Blame Your Selfie. Blame Your Selfie squad represent. John, what is she wearing in the picture?
She is wearing a green Blame Your Brother t-shirt. Way to go, Katie.
That shirt's pretty dope, dude. I mean, that shirt looks pretty awesome.
She looks really good in green.
I think the red hair and the green always go together exceptionally well.
The redheads look good in green. I agree.
Is it possible to get the logo smaller, or maybe not on the shirt at all when I order mine?
Well, if you want a green shirt, I can definitely I can get you a green shirt if you want one. And no, currently it's not possible. No,
it's not possible to get a BYB Pod shirt without BYB.
If you order the shirt, you can work with Kevin Scampoli, who messaged me when he was making this shirt, and he said, "This green shirt is awesome." And then I saw a post. I was like, "Dude, that is amazing." So you can get green, red, black, white, gray, or if you want to pay just $2 more, which my favorite kind of shirt is all I wear. It's the soft cotton shirts. You can get
blue?
You can get a soft. I'd have to check, but maybe not. I don't know.
I bet if you're willing to deal with him, he can make it happen.
Yeah. So for the $2 extra, can you get any of the colors?
No, it's just soft cotton, dark,
like a
dark
gray?
heather gray, dark gray. Okay. Yeah, and I love it. I mean, I would wear. That's all I wear is dark gray shirts, man. Like the soft cotton. Yes, but this is an American Apparel
Literally,
soft cotton
all
shirt.
you do is lie. Okay.
I mean, majority of the time. Yes. Okay. So that's Katie.
Shirts.
So if you want the shirt, go to bybpod.com. The link is on the right. Check it out. All right, here we go. This is one of our favorite listeners as well. This is Bailey, who had a question actually about the shirt. She says, can you change the white? Yes, you can change the font on it. You can change
font?
Just go check out the site. You can change the color of the font. Go to the website. If you have any questions, please message.
What if you want it in Comic Sans?
No. That's not happening ever in your life. Okay, so this is Bailey, and Bailey is somehow loves the show. I don't know why, but she thinks we're amazing. So, and she says, hashtag blame your selfie because I just want to go to work, but I actually have to go work. Ugh. Nice play on words.
I know how that feels.
Like the tattoo.
Especially when robots are stealing your job.
Big plus for me. Glasses give you a +3 to me. I love glasses.
On a scale of 10?
Yeah.
What about if it was a 400-pound woman?
Well, she'd be a 3 because she'd start off at a 0 and go up to a 3.
I'm sorry I asked.
I mean, Lee, let's keep it real. What do you give this 400-pound woman in your imagination that
I'm
you
not
created?
Gonna judge. Like, let's. How's her personality? I don't know. Let's move on.
She's a nasty woman.
Then of course nobody likes nasty people.
Okay, so what would you give Honey Boo Boo? That's a real
I don't
person.
even know who that is. Let's move on.
Excuse me, you don't know who Honey Boo Boo is?
Of course I know who Honey Boo Boo is.
So
I'm trying to forget about her.
Okay, so
Jeez.
Bailey, thank you for the selfie.
It's very cool.
All right, here we go. Katie again. This time, this is today, and says hashtag blame your selfie. Dress start spreading the muse. What is that?
I think that's the name of the dress.
Oh, okay.
Start spreading the
Start
muse.
spreading the muse. It's a dress. It looks like newspapers. It says breaking the cat lady stereotype one day at a time.
I think you're supposed to read the hashtag as part of it. ModCloth's dress start spreading the muse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's what I said. Help me do the heavy lifting here. Okay. This is another one of our favorite listeners. It was actually her birthday today, so happy birthday to Bethany G. We'd sing it, but we'd get sued. Birthday?
No. It's
public domain.
John, do you want to?
Let's forget now.
Yeah, we don't have time.
Okay. Birthday, hashtag blame your selfie. Hope you guys are having a great day. She's wearing a fake birthday hat and cake, and there we go. We love Bethany. She's great too. So she does video game stuff. Go check her out. And all these people will be on our page, so go. Then we got Sarah Carr. Now, someone called out Sarah Carr, I think, in the last 2 weeks for not getting any more selfies. I don't know. And so she answered the call. Hashtag blame your selfie. My new Titan shirt. So there you go.
Tighten up.
It's I talked to our friend Adam of the Adam and JP show, and he goes, "You guys are pretty good at getting people, specifically girls, to submit your selfies." I'm just saying that's what he said, and I don't know why, but we have some pretty awesome people.
You hound someone enough.
if you like Tom Brady said in the infamous skit, if you're ugly, it's considered harassment. If not, it's just considered flattery. All right, so anyway.
Thanks for that nugget.
That should have been the key of the week. All right, so anyways, okay, X out of here. We got to keep going. We got to move. All right, then we got Lee here. Farewell. Why don't you read your own freaking self?
Farewell, Mr. President. You will be missed. Glad to spend a minute with you in the spotlight. After party was crazy.
Who did you party with after this picture was taken?
It's
kind of weird because
partied with Luther, his anger translator.
Was this on a website?
Apparently, Lee and him have a lot in common.
This obviously was taken somewhere on a web. This was published as a news story because it says.
Oh yeah, I was there.
Oh,
he
the Guardian
invited me up.
or the New York Times.
Yeah.
Oh, you're on the front of the New York Times today.
No, I was on the video.
Oh,
you didn't watch it, or you would know. See,
no,
I got my hand around him and everything.
I did see some white guy get tackled at the end. I didn't know it was you. All right, let's keep going.
It was a friendly tackle.
Yeah, it was a hug.
It was a friendly tackle.
All right, here we go. Our boy, Half Pint, Marlon Mealer at Half Pint's Point says, hashtag blame yourself. You're there. Are you happy? Half Pint rules and blame the world or something. So there you go.
Hashtag blame the world.
Hashtag blame the world. Okay. All right, and then we go up, and we have a selfie from our man, Michael Anthony Nicholas. And he says, like my shirt, it's old school. It's a Man's World shirt, but you can get a BYB pod shirt. David has the details. Mm-hmm. That's my old podcast used to do, radio show. It's a Man's World. He's going back in time. We had some guys at the Golden Globes taking selfies for us. And then BYB pod catching some Z's. That's John with his baby. Blame your selfie. There you go. It doesn't look like the baby's sleeping.
Yeah. Did you fake sleep in your selfie? That's kind of impressive.
I would say that's a fake. I've taken some.
That's what I did. I faked sleep.
So, All right, there we go. Oh, and Sammy.
last
Sammy
minute.
says waiting. LOL. Hashtag blame yourself. He's been engaged with us on the YouTube, so we appreciate that. Sammy, this is our people. This is just the Hall of Fame selfie people. Like if you're in this picture here, like if we look at the picture on the screen right now, we got Pizza Dad, Sarah, Bethany, Half Pint, obviously John, Lee, me, Bailey, Sammy, Michael Anthony, and Katie. So that's like the best of the best. So, but like I said, if you listen, you want to get on, mention on the show, just hashtag blame your selfie, talk to us, engage with us, have fun with us. There we go. All right, did I miss any topics? Did I miss anything?
That's it.
John, anything we missed?
Not that I can think of.
Okay. Well, guys, you need to make sure you go to bybpod.com. That's the website. You can go hit us up on Twitter at BYBpod, on Facebook, facebook.com/BYBpod, youtube.com/blameyourbrother. Every Thursday, we're live at 8 p.m. Go check us out at Radio Vegas. That's radiovegas.rocks. Yes, radiovegas.rocks. iTunes, go leave us a 5-star rating and review. We would appreciate that very much. Helps us move up in the rankings. Where else can you go? I mean, you can leave us a review on Stitcher as well. That helps us out. And Amazon. If you can buy anything on Amazon, go use our link. It's easy enough. We get a little bit of kickback. And other than that, I think, if I missed anything?
Don't blame yourself when you can blame your brother.